Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Community Services League Luminous Around Town Annual Gala. I'm Kris Ketz from KMBC 9 News. It's an honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for the second year as we celebrate the 104th year of service for this incredible organization. And we hope you enjoyed that wonderful music leading into tonight's program from BMW, Brothers Making Waves, and they were great. And guys, thank you for everything tonight. They will be back at the conclusion of this evening, so stick around. More fantastic music is on the way. As a reminder, if you're posting photos to social media of your watch party, maybe you're just watching, be sure and use the hashtag Luminous. Normally, we'd be gathered in person tonight celebrating this great organization and enjoying being together, but we're unable to do that this year, and we truly appreciate you being with us in a new and different way virtually. We hope you've already grabbed a comfortable seat, some good food, a favorite beverage, and are ready to join us as we talk about the ways Community Services League has been helping to make lives better for neighbors in need. I think we can all agree that all of our lives have been turned upside down to some extent by the pandemic and the resulting economic fallout. But it's certainly fair to say, while we're experiencing it together, it is clearly not affecting everyone to the same degree. This year, like every year, CSL has been on the front lines helping those most severely impacted and vulnerable. From quickly pivoting to drive-through food pantries to help feed thousands of local families to actively leading efforts to stave off potential evictions and utility shutoffs. CSL has been a constant, stable source of help and hope throughout eastern Jackson County, just like they have for 104 years. And while they're helping with immediate emergency needs, you'll also hear tonight about the innovative workforce development programs and partnerships that they have initiated to help neighbors move into truly livable wage jobs and careers. Doug Cowan, CSL's president and CEO, leads an incredibly talented team providing these services and leadership to our community. And let's listen as he shares some thoughts.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you tonight, even as we're apart. There are few things I look forward to more than CSL's annual Luminous Gala, a chance to celebrate our community's generous spirit and to think about how we can accomplish more together. But times are different. Since March, we've largely been apart. Like you, I crave a return to normalcy. I want to shake your hand or give you a hug. As we look forward to that return to normalcy, there's something that I think keeps all human beings going. Life gets better. It does. It has for centuries. Humans have always maintained that our brightest days are ahead. So you probably agree with me. But what does that have to do with tonight? At CSL, we're in the business of helping life get better. You, as supporters, provide the fuel to make that happen with your gifts. In late March, as thousands of our neighbors were dealing with unemployment and other financial challenges related to the crisis, I stood in our drive-through food pantry line, talking to folks. Stunned, shell-shocked. Their lives had been upended. They had no idea where to turn. Inside that drive-through food pantry box was a message. Not a literal message, but one baked in. Life starts to get better for kids and families when there's enough to eat. And we kept feeding them. Oftentimes, we're at it 6 days a week. 3 million meals since March. With many partners, we launched an expanded job training program with an ambitious goal to retrain more than 100 workers and graduate them with an industry-recognized credential. Misty from Independence wrote on her application, "I'm a single mother of 3 living in poverty. It's an everyday struggle figuring out how I'm going to pay all my bills and get kids everything they need. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to change my situation. This training will help me provide a better life for me and my children. Thanks to you, it will." We also recalibrated our small dollar lending program. Our Next Step KC lending effort now has a lifeline loan to combat toxic loans that often come with huge interest rates, and a housing loan to help families attain and maintain safe and stable housing. Our lending partners are critical to helping reestablish connections to traditional banking and credit services. Together, we've lent nearly $1.5 million since this program's inception. As job loss or reduced income took a toll on families, rent and utility payments got harder and harder to make. Utility shutoffs and evictions were imminent for many families. An applicant wrote in and said, "I lost my job due to quarantine, and my unemployment claim had issues. I'm currently looking for new employment, but I have no childcare since my children are homebound. I just don't have it. I spent all of my money." Thanks to money from the CARES Act, which has walked alongside your philanthropy, we paid her entire utility balance. By December 31st, we will have paid $3 million in assistance to keep families stably housed. If I could ask you to remember one thing, it's that the challenges of the last 8 months did not exist in a vacuum. The crisis exposed cracks in family stability. Our work continues in providing relief to families, but let's not lose sight of our long-term goal: reducing poverty in our community and providing opportunity to all those who seek it, helping lives get better. Organizations of the future like CSL have the programs and resources needed to change lives at great scale. The trick is combining our programmatic efforts, bringing in partners, engaging donors and volunteers, mobilizing the faith community, ensuring racial and social equity, and augmenting human efforts with technology. Your gifts provide help for today and hope for tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight. Your support means the world to us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
You know, as Doug said, there are many barriers preventing our neighbors from improving their economic situations, but CSL and its strategic partners are building programs to help create opportunities that break down these traditional barriers that help individuals improve their lives. Like Kenny and Vivian. Watch as they share their story.
When you're dealing with someone that's had a brain injury, so much change, the personality change or who he was. So every day I'm still learning this person, this new guy.
Make me feel more like a man, an adult. Make me push harder. Make me push harder to whatever my destiny or what I want.
But talking to Christian, she kind of made that a lot easier. She showed me, how to spend and that I'm in charge of my dollar. My dollar is not in charge of me. So she changed my mindset. So I like to call it devastation to destiny because I think what happened between me and Kenny was devastating. To all of a sudden that your life totally changes. And then you have to learn to pick up again.
Things I was doing before, compared to now, I lost a lot. But it'll come back though. I ain't worried about it.
But I promise you, if you just keep the faith, it gets better. I can't tell you something that I have absolutely no idea about. I've been through it, walking through it.
Life gets better.
Life gets better.
Wow, what a great story of how life can and will get better as CSL has the resources to walk alongside and help neighbors like Kenny and Vivian find meaningful work and understand better how to manage their finances so that their circumstances are improved and they have hope for a better future. Each year, when we're gathered together in person for the Fall Gala, you normally have a chance to buy something great for yourself in the live auction while helping CSL continue their important work in our community. And just like tonight's event, the live auction went virtual as well. Over the last week, the Luminous Around Town online auction has been happening with 13 great items for you to bid on, and the auction ends at 9 tonight. And it's a pleasure to welcome our auctioneer, Ms. Shauna Pyfron from Taking Bids Fundraising, to highlight a couple of the items that you can still bid on tonight. Shauna, it's great to have you here.
Thank you, Kris, and thank you everybody that has joined us tonight. I'm so excited to be here to be part of this unusual and historic night supporting Community Services League. We have some amazing items for you to bid on. We don't want you to miss out, so if you have not already registered on the auction site, be sure to do so at casbid.com/CSL to get in on the fun. We'll repeat that information at the end of the broadcast too. I'm going to highlight a few great items now, and then we'll come back later in the broadcast and highlight some more. The first item we have for you to consider is an annual favorite at the Luminous Gala, the Trolley Holiday Lights Tour of Kansas City. Everyone who has bought this in the past says that it is a blast. The holidays are right around the corner, so make your plans for this fun experience. On Sunday, December 6th, invite up to 25 of your friends and family to join you for a festive tour of the holiday lights all around the city. Start off from your home or office with an early, delicious home-style dinner catered by Yummy Favorites Catering. Then enjoy snacks and drinks as you travel the city enjoying the holiday lights. If COVID restricts or prevents your event, we've made provisions for you to enjoy it in 2021. Our next items are an assortment of priceless autographed Kansas City Chiefs memorabilia. As the reigning Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs football has never been more exciting. First up, compliments of the Chiefs. We have a football signed by Super Bowl 54 MVP Patrick Mahomes. There are probably 500 million reasons that you need this. In addition to the Mahomes ball, we have a very unique Super Bowl 54 official seat back from Arrowhead Stadium, signed by the host of players from the 2019 championship team. We also have a Super Bowl football, a championship parade photo display, including a game ticket and a full-size Chiefs helmet, all signed by many players from this championship squad. Finally, don't miss out on the gorgeous 1-carat total weight stud diamond earrings donated by Kennedy's Custom Jewelers. These beautiful sparklers are classics. The holidays are coming. Well, that's it for now, but there are several more items that I know you're going to be interested in hearing about. And don't forget to stay tuned. We'll be drawing the golden ticket for the trip to Mexico for 2 at the end of the program. Who's going to be our lucky winner?
Shauna, thank you so much. These are some great items, so be sure and check them out. And before we go any further, a few thank yous are in order. When the pandemic hit and in-person events became so limited, the people at CSL wondered if their event sponsors would still be willing to support without actual in-person events. And sponsor events funding really plays such a critical role in CSL's ability to help Eastern Jackson County neighbors living in poverty. Well, you didn't need to worry. They were thrilled to find that sponsor after sponsor not only fulfilled their special event pledges, but wanted to do even more to help during this extraordinarily difficult time. A complete list of sponsors can be found in your program and on the CSL website. They're all incredible community partners. Many of the sponsors provide annual cash or in-kind support in the tens of thousands of dollars to meet the needs of those served. And to each of you, thank you so much for your generosity. And on a special note, CSL would like to especially thank tonight's presenting sponsor, Edward Jones Investments, for their tremendous support. Advisors Craig Bolger, Doug Hammer, John Clausen, Adam Cleathermas, Rebecca Nepper, Corey Long, Sherry Love, Michael Rowe, John Skinner, Christy Yeager. We thank all of you. And now please join me in welcoming Edward Jones advisor Michael Rowe for a few remarks.
The culture of volunteerism is deeply embedded into the DNA of Edward Jones. Ted and Pat Jones, member of our firm's founding family, set many examples. From the creation and gifting of the 240-mile Katy Trail State Park to the 711-acre Prairie Fork Conservation Area, they live selfless lives for the betterment of others. Today, that spirit of caring continues motivating all in our firm to help those in need. We believe that by supporting the improvement of the communities we serve, Edward Jones will be a better organization. There are 10 Edward Jones financial advisors who not only made a financial commitment to sponsor this event, but many have devoted time to CSL in volunteer capacities over the years. Although the 10 of us are viewing this wonderful event representing our individual practices, we also represent the culture that is duplicated throughout our firm by the 45,000 financial advisors, branch office administrators, and home office associates throughout North America. We are committed to not only the guiding principles that serve our more than 7 million clients by our unchanging core values, but to follow in the philanthropic footsteps of Ted and Pat Jones. We are grateful that you are hosting or attending watch parties tonight. And we ask that you be generous in your support. Giving is not just about making a donation. It is about making a difference. Let us all make a big difference tonight. Thank you.
And Michael, thank you. And thank you to Edward Jones for presenting sponsorship support this evening. Well, in a time when we see so many things come and go overnight, to consider that CSL has been serving this community for 104 years is really quite amazing. For generations, CSL has been a lifeline for children, families, and individuals in need. Watch now as Cindy shares her story of life getting better.
I started out like homeless, just from house to house. I really didn't have like mom and dad in my life. So I just worked through it. I was homeless, going from house to car to shelter to friends' couches, just wherever I can be. It was hard. Hawthorne reached out within 3 weeks after I put in my application. I got a place there, and they told me about CSL. I didn't know how to pay bills. I didn't know how to have a savings. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have nobody. So I had an appointment, and I met a lady named Miss Tenjane that works there, and she was very, bubbly and smiling. I was really nervous when I sat in front of her, but I just poured out everything because it was so much, stress and so much on my shoulders. So my goal in life is to just give love, give something that I never had. So I try to do that with all that I know and all that I learned and all that I missed. I feel like whatever I didn't get and what I wished for, I'm gonna give it. I want to be able to just have my own little house and be able to have a little garden and plant an apple tree and have a little dog that's bigger than 25 pounds and be able to play music as loud as I want with my daughter and jump around, Even though I'm going through so much, I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'm still gonna keep building and keep going.
Better. Tonight you will have the chance to help support the work that got Cindy through CNA training and into a stable home through the online auction, and also later making a special gift to CSL. All right, speaking of the auction, Shauna, tell us more about some of these great items up for bid.
Thanks, Chris. It's already November, and we know it's about to get cold here in Kansas City. Doesn't 4 days and 3 nights in a tropical location sound heavenly? It could be yours with this all-inclusive 4-day, 3-night trip for 2 in Jamaica, Mexico, or the Dominican Republic. That's right, you pick the resort from names like Sandals, Iberostar, and Sun Palace. There's no blackout dates, additional guests can be added, and you have 36 months to use the trip certificate. And thanks to JP and Janae Roberts, you have a $500 Southwest Airlines gift card for your airfare. Sunshine and beaches, here you come. Next up, don't you just hate it when you don't know what to make for dinner and you haven't gone to the grocery store? Well, in the Luminous online auction, we have just the thing for you. Madsen beef owners Thad Madsen and Brad McLaughlin had donated a side of beef for your freezer. Now, all you have to do is open it up and pull something delicious out to make. Madsen beef is all natural, raised on a family ranch, and locally processed and cut to your specifications. Chris, you know I have to say it, beef. It's what's for dinner.
That's what I'm talking about.
Finally, a couple of other auction items I want to draw your attention to. We have a $2,000 gift certificate to Eastland Face and Body Med Spa for your choice of services. Eastland's motto is be happy in your skin, and you will when you enjoy their cool sculpting, hydrofacials, facial injections, and so much more to help you look and feel your best. Also, don't miss the LASIK and/or PRK procedure from Silverstein Eye Centers, donated by Dr. Stephen and Beth Silverstein. If you've been thinking of ditching your glasses, this is a wonderful chance to do it and to help your neighbors through CSL at the same time. That's it for now, Chris. We have just a couple more items we'll highlight later, but if you haven't registered to bid, you can go to casbid.com/CSL and bid on one of these fantastic items. Don't forget, we're going to draw for the winning ticket for a chance to win a stay in Mexico for 2 at the end of the program, so stay tuned.
These are some wonderful items, that is for sure. Thank you. Well, you know, CSL does so many things, different things, to help neighbors in immediate need and also help folks with the resources to build a more stable path for themselves. This year especially, CSL has helped far more people than ever, with more than 3 million meals distributed this year to date. That's right, 3 million meals. 9 food pantries, 250 volunteer and paid staff, programming for financial coaching, employment services, housing counseling, and income support. CSL is trying to help create a world that works and works for all of us. A world where there is hope and there is life that will get better. So what does that mean? Let's see together.
You took a shower in the rain, is that what you said?
Yeah, with my clothes on.
With your clothes on?
So I went back to Chicago. Don't really have family, and the people that's in my life, they were kind of manipulative.
Fue por una tragedia.
It was due to a tragedy. I used to live and work in New York. My daughter asked me to come out here and help her care for them.
Para ellos poder ayudarnos. Entonces, al llegar aquí, excúsenme.
I'm sorry, this is difficult for me.
Su esposo.
When I got here, her husband ended up murdering her.
And I literally sat up on the couch and was like, I need backup. I don't have backup income if I don't go back to work.
I think the brain injury still takes a lot of me, because a lot has been stripped from me. A lot. I'll say a lot.
So, and all the things that CSL taught me about saving money, as long as I do my steps, you know, that roof stays over my head and I don't have to worry about being homeless no more.
Amber with Community Services League has been there 100%. We're talking 4-hour meetings, whatever, to help figure it out.
Nos mudamos el sábado 25, el sábado 25 de septiembre de ahora.
We moved September 25th, which was a Saturday, and we're still in the process of putting everything away and getting settled, but we're very comfortable there.
Pero sí estamos cómodos.
I called my best friend and she was like, Christina, what's wrong? You sound worried. I said, no, everything's fine. I'm so excited. I said, I'm going to welding school. I said, I start Monday. And she was so excited for me.
So I think that CSL, for me, especially in the financial aspect of it was breathtaking. It really was. To just be able to breathe without worrying about living from paycheck to paycheck, or how will you do this?
It feels good to do it, to tribute and not feel like I'm not doing nothing. It just makes me feel better in my spirit to help out, that I can help out.
It's just fun doing that. It's not because of the money or anything. And the people working there, they're nice, and my boss is nice.
I'm a young lady with an old soul, and I just want what's best in a dark world.
And I believe that everyone has their dark days, but I just believe that there'll be light again at the end of the tunnel. You gotta believe it.
And just push ahead and don't let nobody say around you negative. Just let positive vibes come in and don't let nobody around you stop you from pushing to your goals. It just takes my spirit from here to here, just at it. I'm happy about it. That's all I gotta say.
Keep your heart going.
Keeps your heart going.
Life gets better.
Life gets better.
gets better. That's what it is all about. Tonight, you can help continue that great work Community Services League is doing for neighbors by funding needs for emergency help, housing, employment programs, food, clothing, school supplies, Christmas meals, gifts, and so much more. Shauna, let's get things started.
Friends, you know the important work that Community Services League does that requires financial resources, and your gifts, small or large, no matter the amount, make the difference. If what you've heard tonight has inspired you to make a gift, you can do that right now in one of two ways. Either through the auction link we've been highlighting all night, casbid.com/CSL, or by texting Luminous to 816-323-5888. The information is on your screen below me. I'm going to talk through the different levels of giving and give you some examples of what your donations could do for CSL. I will also take a few moments to pause and recognize as many donors as we can. Here are some examples of what your gifts can fund. At the $10,000 level, you can help 20 people access financial coaching to improve income, net worth, and credit scores. As you've seen tonight, CSL supports individuals in obtaining job training that leads to careers with livable wages, benefits, and opportunities for advancement. $5,000 will help 20 families access the Family Self-Sufficiency Program using earned income to build set-aside savings. To date, families have saved over $300,000, and CSL has graduated 6 families into home ownership. CSL is the region's largest housing provider, offering housing counseling as a HUD-certified counseling agency, permanent housing, tenant landlord advocacy, budgeting classes and assistance, rent or mortgage assistance, and so much more. $2,500 will help 20 families get a next step KC loan to pay off a toxic payday loan or cover an emergency that threatens their financial stability. One of the other things that CSL does is it helps with prescriptions through a partnership with Kansas City Medicine Cabinet. So many impoverished people, especially our seniors, are making difficult choices to pay their rent or to buy their medications. This partnership helps ease the burden of that decision. CSL also partners with local utility companies to help neighbors struggling with their utility bills get current and stay current. Right now, I'd like to recognize a few people that have given donations so far and sent gifts our way. Steve Viezi, thank you so much. Mary House, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ross Morrison, your gift is so appreciated. Sean Doherty, we appreciate everything that you're doing to help us tonight. Thank you. Mary Stringer, thank you, thank you, thank you. Dave and Cindy Isabel, we appreciate your gift more than you know. Moving on, $1,000 provides customized job support for an adult neighbor with mental or physical special needs, helping them experience the dignity of work. $500 provides a weekly meal at the neighborhood dinner, serving 250 neighbors with the comfort of a hot meal and the needed connection to community. $250 will help with utility relief and other expenses to assist a family facing homelessness or working to return to permanent housing. This is our last level of giving and a very timely gift. Many families are wondering how they're going to make the holiday special, and you can help them at this level. $125 help a family of 4 experience Christmas with a meal and gifts, plus the joy of knowing their families won't be left out. Amy Phillips, thank you so very much. Patrick Campbell, thank you, thank you, thank you. Dina Morrison, we are so grateful for your help tonight. Thank you for your gift. Martha Waits, your donation is making a difference. Thank you. Marilyn Lowry, we appreciate you so very, very much. Thank you to everyone who has already given tonight. You will have throughout the weekend to make your financial gifts to CSL. Thank you to everyone for your amazing generosity. Kris, Back to you.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone. What a wonderful response this has been, and a great start to CSL's 105th year. Don't forget, you'll be able to continue making gifts all weekend long. You can donate by texting Luminous to 816-323-5888, and you can also make a gift through the auction site. I think, Shauna, you have just 2 more items that people aren't going to want to miss.
Thanks, Kris. Be sure and don't miss this Tag Heuer luxury men's watch donated by Drennan Jewelry. The Aqua Racer Quartz Movement men's watch is a sports watch that adapts to all lifestyles. It's timeless, elegant, and reliable under any conditions. It's water resistant to 300 meters, and it would make a fantastic Christmas gift for your special guy. And finally, folks, we're all staying home a lot more now than we ever have. Wouldn't you like to spend the extra time on your newly renovated deck or patio? Whether it's a new deck, pergola, or patio area, you'll be excited for your family members and friends to see your newly renovated space courtesy of Land Rock Signature Homes. The flexible package includes 5 hours of consultation, a $1,500 material allowance, and a $1,500 construction allowance. You can bid on all the items you've seen tonight until 9 p.m., and then the auction will close. Don't miss out. Go to casbid.com/CSL to make your bids. And now it's time to draw the golden ticket for a week for 2 at a Videnta luxury resort in Mexico. Only 100 tickets were available for a chance to win this exciting prize. Thank you to everyone who purchased a ticket, and good luck. Kris,
All right.
will you do our honors?
I would love to. All right. And as I've turned the drum properly, I hope, the winner
of the golden ticket for a week for 2 in Mexico is Kim Blanke. Congratulations, Kim.
That's fantastic. What a great night this has been, and we want to thank you. We want to thank everyone who has joined us tonight for what has been a truly memorable experience supporting CSL through Luminous Around Town. Your gifts and support are making a difference, and this is all possible because of you tonight, that's for sure. It's certainly become a tradition at the CSL Fall Gala to join together for a final toast. So grab whatever beverage that you have handy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And raise a glass to our community and working together to ensure that life gets better for everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Be sure and stay tuned for a while longer as Brothers Making Waves brings us some awesome jazz. And don't forget, the online auction ends at 9 tonight. You can make gifts to CSL all weekend long by texting Luminous to 816-323-5888 or from the online auction website, casbid.com/CSL. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Kris.
Thank you.